Hey everyone, welcome to Wednesday Comics, The Gauntlet. I'm Garrett.
I'm Alex.
And we're here today to talk to you about 6 gems or 6 comic books that we're looking forward to for the week of...
I don't even know.
It's May 2nd. It's first week of May. Because you know what happens the first weekend of May. That's Free Comic Book Day. So that's coming up this Saturday. Woohoo! So by supporting your local comic shops, you can head on down and
so
probably good deals and get some free comics. Like, what's better than that? We're going to have Alex start with the 6 books that he's looking forward to for this week.
So you guys are in for a surprise. Some of these books I'm actually caught up on. We got Sex Criminals. I don't even know what number it is. Hang on. Let me look. 24. They hide it right here. I can barely see that. I read it this morning. Actually, it was pretty good. Issue 23. It's weird. Like this book started out with just some people who, when they finish, they go into this quiet place. Now it's getting into like just, I don't know, weirdness. I need to be drinking for this book. Been drinking this morning. Don't worry. When I get to it, it'll be great. East to West, number 37. Like Marvin and I say on the forecast, good book, but I never know what's going on. But when I look through it, it looks spectacular. No, not trying to spoil anything, but it does look really good.
I think you and Marvin probably agree that it probably reads better in trade, so you remember details.
I would tell you what, if you're not reading it, I think Garrett, I don't know if you were actually getting trades or not.
I got the first 3 trades. I've read them.
Just get them in trades or get them in their hardcover books, because then you're never going to fall behind, and it's great. Looks great. Black Science, number 35, another one of those books.
You got a lot of indies this week.
Yeah. Normally I try to even out my list for the talk, but
got a lot of books this week.
No. I had a quieter week. This is one of those books that Marvin and I say is, again, it's a great read, but it's gotten away from what had started it. I am actually really amped to read. Matteo Scalero is great. I mean, just blows my mind how great this art is. Can't wait to jump into it and see where we're going. I read number 4 of this, and today number 5 came out of Rogue and Gambit. Read number 4, really liked number 4. This is the last run, right? So it's actually just going to be wrapping up.
Yep.
I'm hoping it ends well. I think Kelly Thompson knows how to tell a story. That Perez art is actually pretty solid. And we'll just have to see if this ends as great as it had started. I thought it began really well. Hopefully it ends with a knockout. Ooh, Dr. Star number 3. I'm not going to say the whole title because I don't care.
In the Kingdom of Lost Tomorrows. That easy.
No. Read number 2 this morning. Garrett is right. That issue, number 2, was a 10. When you find out what had happened with where he had went, he left, came back, some things have changed. That's a good father-son issue. Really kind of tugged at the heartstrings, making me go, I cannot wait to jump into issue 3 and see if he can fix what he needs to fix. My last book for my gems is Batman, number 46, The Gift, Part 2. As we saw last time, Booster Gold's in an alternate universe,
alternate timeline of Gotham. So it's basically if Booster went back and saved Bruce's parents from getting killed, and because of that, this is all that's happened.
Bruce never became Batman, and other people have other life choices. I'm excited to get into this book. I was apprehensive at number 45. Like, I liked it, but I don't know enough about Booster Gold to enjoy him. Knowing a little bit more, I am super amped to get into this book and see what else is going on. I almost love these. It almost feels like an Elseworld type of book, even though it's taking place literally in the continuity.
This is all of you getting a taste of what it's like for me in Injustice. So take it, taste it. You can eat more if you want Injustice after you get that book. So,
Garrett, what you got?
So my 6 books this week, starting out with Go-Go Power Rangers number 9, which is Shattered Grid, part 3 actually, because the annual I thought was going to be part of the story. It was more just like leading up to Shattered Grid. I think we both agree the annual was okay, but the Shattered Grid issues itself that are part of the timeline, are part of the story, amazing. So really super excited for this. You can tell this cover is explosive. Get it? Because it's exploding. But very much looking forward to this, and especially with the news that Hasbro bought Power Rangers. We're hoping that Boom Studios still gets to produce Power Ranger comics, and because it's been great run. After that, we got Ben Percy's new run on Nightwing, number 44. We had 2 issues of basically filler, or just short story, like one-shots, basically, leading up to this new run by Ben Percy, and hopefully he's going to stay around for a while. I'm really excited, because I really like Ben Percy as a writer. He did a great run on Green Arrow for Rebirth. He did Teen Titans, which, you know, with all the news of it canceling, we had to drop it. I mean, it was just like, what's the point?
Honestly, I want to give Ben Percy a little bit more credit, because I did drop Teen Titans not enjoying it as much as I had started out enjoying it. I'm willing to give this issue a try. I think this is going to be my test,
Your
though.
cutting block.
Yeah, if I don't care for this issue, I'll probably
block.
just drop it.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of us love Nightwing, so hopefully Ben Percy can write to the caliber that is this character. DC Nation number 0, the start of a new, I think it's quarterly magazine that's going to come out. It's basically going to do some previews for our upcoming run. So we have a Batwoman, like right in the middle, we got Batman story that's leading up to the Catwoman Batman wedding. We have the Man of Steel prelude, I think, which is, again, more of Bendis's run, his Superman run starting out.
Yep.
And I think we can all agree that Action Comics 1000, like the 8 pages or so that we got, wasn't really enough to give you I mean, you got a good taste of Jim Lee's art, but everyone's seen Jim Lee's art. We haven't seen Bendis really do much Superman writing, so hopefully this gives you a little more taste of what's to come. If not, I am really looking forward to his first issue, because I'm sick of just getting like a couple of pages at a time leading up to Bendis's run. I want to actually just read a full comic and see what he's going to add to the character. And then finally we have the start of the No Justice storyline, or the Justice League storyline from Scott Snyder and Francis Manapul, and along with some other great artists. So that'll be the beginning of the new Justice League run, which I think is going to be pretty fun to catch up with, especially with the great talents of art that are going to be on this book. Francis Manapul, Jorge Jimenez, there's some others, but I can't really remember. So definitely fun to check out, and it's only a quarter, so it's not bad. New number 1, we got Death or Glory number 1, written by Rick Remender and the art by French artist Bengal. On the art alone, this book looks incredible. By feeling it in my hands, you can tell it's oversized. It's a thicker book. You know, I would say, you know, I've said this in the forecast, Rick Remender is kind of hit or miss. I mean, Tokyo Ghost, hit. Seven to Eternity. Don't really know why you're still writing that book. Like,
Kind of a miss.
I mean, I would enjoy it more if it was more consistent and the art was consistent, and because the story when you read it is pretty good, but it's just a lot of work, considering that, you know, there hasn't been an issue out for how many months now?
I'd say it's been at least 5 months since we've seen an issue of it.
Right.
And I remember starting out, I was like, oh, this is really good. And it just seems to progressively get
Not
less
as fun
good
anymore.
And then you get to the last issue, oh, wow, blew my mind. And then 5 months later, I'm still waiting for the next one.
Right. So I feel like, I hope it's only like a 12 issue. It seems like he wants to do a big, grand story, but I think for that one, we might want to cut that stuff early. But this concept is fun. It's a racing book. Looks like there's going to be action. Kind of like your, well, I don't even know what you call it, like your speedster, like cars,
Tokyo
motorcycles,
Drift,
yeah, Fast and Furious, like your kind of adrenaline junkie.
Almost sounded like
Yeah,
Transporter.
Transporter, yeah, because I think she's
Having
got
to
some
do
kind of
something for her dad, I
mission
thought.
for her dad, but wow, this art looks amazing. I mean,
That does look good.
damn.
Anyway, I also got that book. I am pretty excited. I think, Marvin, I think you're getting it.
Yeah, I think he is. I don't know. Sometimes Marvin's like, oh, that looks great. Not getting it. Action Comics Special number 1. This is wrapping up Dan Jurgens' storyline on Action Comics since Bendis is taking over. I am excited to see this for the Lex Luthor story, because I thought that's a great start to what Rebirth was like Lex Luthor's going to try and be a Superman of his own caliber. And then basically he kind of went by the wayside when news of Bendis started coming. So I'd like to see what's going to happen to Lex Luthor. I know there's a story in here by Max Landis and Francis Manapul, so I'm excited to see the Manapul art, but I've heard that the first part of the Max Landis story wasn't the best, and really have no interest in it. I'm going to read it. If I don't understand it, I really don't care, because you're never going to see anything else from it again.
Isn't that the one from the holiday special?
From the holiday special, if you got it digitally.
It's already 6 months old.
Yeah,
so.
if you got it in print, you don't know what's going on. If you got it in digitally, you know a little bit that's going on. So, looking forward to it. I mean, I think it's been a pretty great run. There were some rocky parts throughout it, but there were some other parts that were really great. So, excited to see the conclusion of that run. Last but not least, we got Avengers number 1, written by Jason Aaron with art by Ed McGuinness. Perfect timing to be getting on an Avengers book, because Infinity War, the movie, just went out. What a great movie. I've seen it twice. Yeah, that's okay. You got time to see it again. But such a great film. Kind of really reignited my Marvel like fan craze. So, and especially when a new Avengers is coming out, very excited. And you know, we've been reading Jason Aaron for years on Mighty Thor. Yes, again, just like Dan Jurgens, there's been some rocky parts where some issues were like, okay, like we get it, what's the point? And others were like, this is the best book I've ever read. So definitely very rocky, but I think that he can handle a book like Avengers. Now, as far as Ed McGuinness is concerned, his longevity on books, I have to call into question. I hope he'll stay on for a long time, or they had him and Aaron. Him and Aaron. Well, no, because that's what he always does. He stays.
Oh, really?
He does the first arc, and then he leaves the book forever. So I'd rather have, you know, him be on consistently, and that they have a plan instead of just, oh, it's just Jason Aaron writing Avengers, and he'll have guest artists come on every now and again. You know what I mean? Like. But we got a pretty great roster. We got She-Hulk, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Thor. And he's got a gold a gold hammer. That's pretty sick.
This is his arm.
Huh? His arm is gold, and so is the hammer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, very, very excited to get an Avengers book, and hopefully it's going to be a greater run as like Hickman's run was. I guess you haven't read that, but still, it was a great run.
But I've heard such good things about it.
It's so amazing. So hopefully this is the start of the next couple of years of great storytelling.
I've read things that are not one of the two main universes from Jason Aaron. As long as he's got free reign to do what he wants, this book will be immaculate. I think he is a writer who's got the talent and the power to bring these characters and give you a great story and just a great, almost cosmic universe. Because there's just that roster of teammates. I am so excited for who they've got on there.
Well, that was this week's of comics that we're looking forward to. So we hope you have a great week of reading comics. You know, again, Free Comic Book Day coming up, so go enjoy that. We'll be in line, so hope to see you there. I've been Garrett.
I've been Alex.
This has been Wednesday Comics,
The Gauntlet. Hey, everyone, keep collecting those gems.